Hey guys, Christian the Havercard Man coming back at you with another deck profile today. And this time around, we are taking a look at my Danger Exodia profile. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, this deck does not work. But it's fun to play nonetheless, just because of how many cards you're drawing and because of how good it feels. So, without further ado, before we get into this video, actually be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below so you guys can get future content like this, as well as some deck reviews, and in the future, hopefully some meta-analysis and live streams every Friday. And while you're at it, you might as well check all the links down in the description as well to the other channels I'm involved with, including Team Chaos Stream and the Coalition of Scrubs. If you haven't heard of the Coalition of Scrubs yet, or you don't know what it is, it's basically just another Yu-Gi-Oh channel that I'm a part of, where me and currently six other Yu-Gi-Tubers get together and make you guys some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I have each of those creators linked down in the description as well, so be sure to go check them all out and give them all some love while you're there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's stupid Danger Exodia deck profile. Why did I make this deck? It's so bad. So let's just go ahead and jump right in, shall we, with the monsters here. So of course, you have one of each piece of Exodia, left and right arm, left and right leg, and of course Exodia the Forbidden One himself. Must run for the deck because obviously this is technically our win con. It's a very sad one, but it's a win con nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of the monsters. So we're also running 3 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, because you do kind of want to go second with this deck so you can get that 6th draw, give you an extra chance to find your Exodia pieces. And Phantasme, if your opponent's using Link monsters, you can easily use him to get some extra draws and shuffle back some extra cards you don't necessarily need. Super handy there. For the actual Danger engine, we got a little bit of a Mod Podge of stuff here. We got 1 Bigfoot, 1 Thunderbird, just to get monster and spell and trap removal if we want it, and then 3 Danger Ogopogo. This guy's actually really good with the Danger Response Team combo to give us extra draws, so I really like having him in here just because he's a foolish burial. It also thins out the deck too, so like you can't really be mad about that. 1 Danger Nessie, and 1 Tsuchinoko and Jackalope, since all 3 of those are limited, and of course 3 Danger Mothman and 2 Danger Chupacabra. Because of course if we hit something other than these danger monsters, we can get an extra draw off of them, or if, you know, they hit themselves, we can get extra effects. Mothman's probably the best one because he allows you to cycle through even more of your deck, get you even more chances to find your Exodia pieces. So super handy there. Aside from Danger and Exodia monsters, we're also running 2 copies of Fortune Fairy Chi, just because if you draw it, you can special summon it, so it's an extra body for Link plays, and then if it's special summoned from the hand, you can make each player draw a card, so it's just an extra chance to find your pieces. Once again, it's just another opportunity for you. It is the hard one to turn on our effects, so that's why we're only running 2. So that's it for the monsters. We'll go ahead and move on to these spells and traps. Well, it's just spells, actually. So 3 Allure of Darkness, because of all our dangers are darks, and we also have the Fantastical Dragon Phantasmes. Unfortunately, our Exodia pieces are also dark, so if those are the only thing we have in hand, we kind of have to banish those. But we have an extra win con in here, just in case those don't make the cut. We have 1 Danger Response Team, once again for the Ogopogo plays. Ogopogo can just send us to the graveyard if he hits himself, and then you can use your response team to discard a danger from your hand and be able to draw a card. So it gets you more draws, essentially, and allows you to discard a danger from your hand. So good there. 2 Foolish Burial Goods, because we also have 1 copy of Metal Foes Fusion, so we can just pitch that to the graveyard, shuffle it back to the deck, and get an extra draw. 2 copies of Trade-In, good for our level 8 dangers. Yeah, I mean, you discard those, you get their effects, and you also get 2 additional cards. Along with that, we also have 2 Advanced Draw, because most times we actually have the level 8s on the field first, so then we can just use Advanced Draw to trade them in for an extra 2 cards, which is super good. 1 Danger Excitement Mystery here, just because you can discard a level 5 or higher danger, which we have plenty of, to add a level 4 lore, so it just gives you more chances to thin out the deck and more chances to draw, so I really love having that in here. We have 1 copy of 1 Day of Peace. Same reason we also have 1 Into the Void and 1 Upstart. They're just 1-for-1 cards. Allows you to basically, this is kind of like a 37 card deck because of those 3. Sadly, Into the Void at the end of the hand, or at the end of the turn, you have to discard your hand, and 1 Day of Peace, your opponent also draws a card, but neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. So it's an extra stall card there for you at least, so you can have a chance to survive the game maybe. And last up here for the main deck, all we have is 2 copies of Mystic Mine, because of course this is our other win con. If we could just slap this down at the end of a turn, if we didn't quite get the Exodia, we can use this to kind of stall out until we do get our Exodia, and just kind of makes it really helpful all around. And it's easy enough to get ourselves low on monsters, so we don't really have to worry about that part. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the extra deck, which also in and of itself does kind of provide another win condition, but it's a very, very rough setup. So Looking here, we have one Link Karibo and one Secure Gardna. The Link Karibo just because if we get a token from somebody, like there's a lot of Orcus going around right now, so if we get a Gearsu token, we can use it. This is just cases where it works, or if you really have to, like last resort, you can send out an Exodia piece and link it off for a Link Karibo. And if you want to, go to a Secure Gardna so you can get extra protection. So, I mean, those are good little options. They're just kind of backup plans. For Link 2s, we have one IP Masquerena, one Proxy Dragon, one Nightmare Cerberus, and one Nightmare Phoenix. These guys just kind of provide additional bodies and additional attributes for a card we have coming later on. Actually, a couple of cards, technically. So after these guys, we have one Nightmare Unicorn, allows us to bounce back some stuff. Obviously, discard if it's co-linked, we get some extra draws. Topologic Trisbana helps us blow out some back row, which is nice. One Axis Code Talker for some damage and some popping. Nightmare Griffin acting like a on-field skill drain, so super handy there. Saryuja Skull Dread, I mean, just if you can get a Link 4 effect or 4 material effect to get the 4 and send back 3, more chances to get Exodia. You can special summon extra monsters if you want to go into further Link plays. He's got his benefits. Saryuja's obviously a very good card. One Topologic Zeroboros in case we end up going against a deck that's playing like Pot of Desires or something. I thought about throwing it in here, but when we need the Exodia pieces, it's not really worth it. So then we have one Unchained Abomination, just really easy to pull out and get some extra disruptions and pops, so I love having him. One Topologic Bomber Dragon if we need to wipe a board. And lastly, the Arrival Cyberset Ignister, and this is why we're running so many different attributes and monsters, so it just makes it that much easier to bring out our big boy here, because honestly, you get him out and that's just the end of a game. Like, most people don't have any sort of out to it, and it's just, yeah, especially if you can get it to be like a 4 or 5k beater, it's just ridiculously insane. So that's all I got for the profile today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's definitely a dumb one, but it's a lot of fun to play, and that's why I did it, just because it's hilarious to play and just see people reacting to it like, honey, what is you doing? Because it's so bad, but at the same time, it's hilarious, and you just can't help but to play it and enjoy it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you again so much for watching my videos. Your support has been incredible over the past few months. I just started the channel. We're already over 120 subscribers. You guys are just killing it with the support, and I love each and every single one of you. So let's go ahead and keep that going. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Remember to have fun and make your move. Peace out.
I'm a love giver.